Etiefo, memo bibi akwaba eba Melodies TV so. About 3 days ago, and now 2 days ago, ena me mama ti ase yese Ghana Bar Association for a meeting. Na meeting no, omo aka say omo ebe informe His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say Chief Justice now was suspended no on revoke. Na tre say on sansoma Chief Justice nembra biom. In comments no me ko read the comment bi mun so mo kan say wo mun jindi say Ghana Bar Association be sa because Nancy na Ghana Bar Association ba bonte be ka say there should be rule of law. No more ba bonte aba be ka say there should be rule of law. Adentia na rule of law no eye adwuma no. Omo sanso be ka say yembo rule of law no engu ni enkofa Chief Justice nembra. And na me ne ka say officially Ghana Bar Association for Atron Krata omo informe His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say indeed Chief Justice no on revoke and a suspension. Actually say on Samson for Chief Justice no embra. Until now no officially no they have informed His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. In fact, they are even threatening say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ne kra no. Omo ahwe ya omo de no ba be court. Enam Chief Justice in sensem ne mu no. Na Ghana Bar Association for they think they are sleek. Omo nim say Chief Justice in same way nko na Ghana for say yebe ka se wo mo ye hypocrite nti o mo ahye da de nsem bi aba be keka ho aside Chief Justice nsem no o mo de nsem bi akeka ho de galamsey nsem boko nsem ye tikrum ha boko ntokwa hye ase enyende enne na Ghana Bar Association mo be kasa fa boko ho galamsey nsem hye ase enyende enne na Ghana Bar Association mo be kasa fa but ma me reading krata na intro o say resolutions of the Ghana Bar Association passed at its 2025 mid-year conference held at the Labadi Beach Hotel, La, Accra, on Saturday, 26 April 2025. As we, the members of the Ghana Bar Association herein, assembled at the 2025 mid-year conference of the bar at the Labadi Beach Hotel, La, Accra, on this day, the 26th day of April 2025, stand united in our collective responsibility towards advancing the rule of law, justice, and sustainable development of Ghana. As recognizing the profound and pivotal role the legal profession plays in shaping a just, fair, and transparent society, and reasserting our commitment to upholding the rule of law, ensuring justice for all citizens, and promoting high standards of integrity within public life, acknowledging the central tenets of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, particularly those enshrined in its preamble, which binds all citizens and the state to principles of freedom, justice, probity, and accountability, emphasizing the key role the legal profession plays in national development and in the administration of justice, conscious of the overreaching goal of ensuring the continued respect for the rule of law and strengthening the legal frameworks that govern our institutions of state, and in furtherance of the theme for this mid-year conference of the bar, expanding the role of the legal professional in national development, positioning the Ghana Bar Association as the fulcrum, hereby resolve and declare as follows. Introduction keke no and ye kan Ghana ha ye pese Ghana ye kan and ye we and ye Ghana ha ye we a ye ne wo se ye di enim and ye we a mo se mo hu ne se Ghana ha no ye ko enim no untumi yi law profession in nsem mo kan ni na no. As matters affecting the legal profession, almost say adie bi a omo. 1. Withdrawal of directive on assignment of court and fixing of dates for newly filed cases and applications. Also recognizing that the directive by His Lordship, the acting Chief Justice, on the assignment of cases by his office is uncertain, and having regard to the importance of technology and urgency of justice delivery, the Ghana Bar Association respectfully requests that this directive be withdrawn and the use of technology in the assignment of cases to the courts enhanced. Once again, I'm saying the acting Chief Justice, Justice Bafuboni, we take you over no. Wama order say cases bia new cases bia ba no yemfa mbra ne ho no onye re-empaneling onfa judges enye den ento so Ghana Bar Association for nsem mo kan say da bi sa judge ne nsem a wo kan onyai na technology bia ba technology no na assign cases into omun use sa technology no. 2. say suspension of the Chief Justice. Asem no oya one main issue the suspension of the Chief Justice, but you see they don't want it to look like, oh, so that Ghanaians will call them some hypocrites. So much that they are not question number 2. But we know who they are. I say suspension of the Chief Justice. I say revocation of suspension. The Ghana Bar Association calls for the immediate revocation of the suspension of the Chief Justice as it considers the suspension to be unconstitutional. So the Ghana Bar Association claims say the suspension of the Chief Justice no unconstitutional. I mean, just as the NPP is saying, the same tonation, the same choice of words. I say, considering the fact that the president, who is not a judge or judicial officer, exercise his discretion to suspend the Chief Justice under Article 14610 to the 1992 Constitution in the absence of published constitutional instruments, statutory instruments, or regulations governing the exercise of his said discretion as required by Article 296 of the 1992 Constitution. Ghana Bar Association Constitution aka say president no episode yi Chief Justice a wondi mra bi so wedi so wi a enemo beka say president mra wodi so no onye judge, president no onye judge, osanso onye judicial officer, enti mra na wodi so ne kra no weti amra mo jawajo is asemi penny me say me hu enkrofo bi say that we asemu emra no ewe obon a wo mutumi fa MPP4 aputo. I say enactment of regulations. The Ghana Bar Association hereby also calls for the immediate enactment of clear and comprehensive regulations relating to matters under Article 146 of the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana to ensure transparency, accountability, and fairness in all proceedings involving Supreme Court justices, particularly in the context of the impeachment or removal of such officers. Let us not sit somewhere and deceive ourselves. The law has been clear. The law has shown what the president should do. The president is not the first person who has used Article 146 to work. The law categorically, unambiguously has stated that in the removal of the Chief Justice, the president should carry out a duty, and the president has exactly carried out those duties. Mama me try and say Article 146 ne kra no enye clear. Inti afianse wo se ye pass mbra ne ye ti ase yi na saa mbra na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wodi yi Chief Justice ne kra na mbra na mu nda ho fan. Mama me ye saa de no. Stop doing that. Mama me ye saa enye mo pe na mote brofo okrum ha. Munyai saa de no. Pati. Stop doing that. Eya na mo mamu hu ye nkrofo hin dodo. Stop that. Stop that. The Constitution is clear, unambiguous. Article 146 has never in the history of this country been a problem. You use that same article to remove people in this country. That same article has been used to remove the electoral commissioner. That same article has been used to remove Shraj Epenyi. And that article talks about the electoral commissioner, Shraj Penyi, Chief Justice, and then the Supreme Court judges. And they're using it on the Supreme Court judges. That is where you want to draw the line. To tell us, say, Sambrane krane ho krana se, emunda ho fine, inti yenshe dan shembra fufro, ni yenti asye na sambrane krana se yenshe dan ti asye, munyai sa adye no sa anya chomensem ne nyo. Inti mu kwa sorry de. Inti mu ni nyankopon. Ghana Bar Association fo mpenyifo amaba beye sa adye we, mu ni nyankopon mo kwa sorry. Hey, to me, Shenny Penny Chanto, a MPP4 pen and bread, dear Mopeno Mashadaka side, oh, and Brana Cran and Shad and Tiasi and Yanko Supreme Court, Yanko Trem Ranase. That is the same way. Abamba Bindim Brasso at the suspended seats. And Bra will be who Kromha ye get Dinkro for MPP4 sorry, or Mumunia Kum, almost in Brana Cran, unambiguous. Yanko Supreme Court, not Supreme Court, Scott Trey and Branase. Up to Lende. Edieni. As a release of decision on prima facie case. In addition, the Ghana Bar Association calls upon the President of the Republic of Ghana to immediately release the full decision establishing a prima facie case against the Chief Justice, consistent with established precedent. The disclosure is necessary to ensure the process is conducted in accordance with the principles of transparency and fairness. Listen, the Constitution tells the President that that process it should be held in camera, it should be confidential. Or power one back, you can't do who. Opa the prima facie case no the opa won't release the decision no you can't do anything because he's following the law. Is the law not the law again? Emrane we mo ne de mo begina aka say the law is not the law, and you are saying things outside of the law. Say president wonye opa wonye. Go and bend the sea. Munko shipu. Munko shipu. Denunciation of pre-judicial comments. Say furthermore, the Ghana Bar Association denounces any and all unsubstantiated political commentary or statements that seek to undermine the authority, independence, and integrity of the judiciary. The association affirms its commitment to safeguarding the sanctity of the judicial process and resolves to make all appropriate legal measures to protect the judiciary from undue interference or unjustifiable attacks. Omuye no mokwa galamse ni nzenzem ye nia ye nim se asem o mo beso mo kan we masa ye mfi mo nya de mo be nsem fun